Man, y'all, it's getting deadly every day for these kids out here. Getting more deadly every day. Getting more deadly for all of us. If y'all don't know who's speaking, this is Claudian Lemons. This is my page. This is my channel. I want y'all to like and subscribe my page and my channel so y'all can get more updates on videos and news and different things that I post. Now, of course, I know y'all already heard about this Oxford school shooting that happened in Oxford, Michigan. I don't know how to say this word. I don't know why, but anyway. School shooting happened, man. And they just updated that 4 people are dead, 7 injured. And it's like, man, what in the world is going on? It seems like every week now it's something that's going on with some shooting. Something that's going on with shooting. Anyway, let me get into reading this story. Now, they said they just gave an update at 12:22 p.m. today. A 4th victim, 17-year-old Justin Schilling, died due to his injuries at 10 a.m. Wednesday at McLaurin Oakland Hospital, the Oakland County Sheriff's Office said. Now, to go into detail about the shooting, we're going to read this. A 15-year-old Oxford High School sophomore armed with a semi-automatic handgun is accused of shooting at his school Tuesday afternoon, killing 3 students and injuring 7 others and a teacher. Now, y'all see the ones that they say are killed there. I'm not going to read their names, you know what I'm saying? Even though I know it was released to the public, it's just out of respect. The incident unfolded in about 5 minutes, and the police said the shooters, who was not injured, was arrested after deputies stopped him coming down the hall with a 9mm handgun with 7 rounds of live ammunition. Oakland County Sheriff Mike Bouchard late Tuesday said the suspect's father purchased the handgun just 4 days ago. The suspect's father purchased the handgun just 4 days ago. The sheriff said he would not be identifying a juvenile at this time. The team was under suicide watch, County Executive David Coulter said Tuesday night, and prosecutor Karen McDonald said she planned to issue appropriate charges quickly and that the community has her commitment and promise that she will seek justice. Now, my biggest question out of just, what we were reading, was how were the kids getting these handguns? How are the kids getting semi-automatic weaponry? And said that the father purchased a handgun just 4 days ago. Man, we got to be careful about where we keep our guns and stuff. Just a backstory on me. My father, he, is real up on guns and has always been, ever since I was a little bitty child. But my thing is, I will never see a gun in my presence unless my father actually pulled the gun out and showed it to me. So for like the first maybe 12 years of my life, I didn't even know a gun existed in my house because my father had them that well hid. I said that the father here purchased the handgun just 4 days ago. Where did he hide it? Now, I heard a story a long time ago that said it was a child that shot his girlfriend in the face. Y'all can go actually look this story up. He shot his girlfriend in the face with a AK-47 or something like that. And his parents were responsible for buying the AK-47 and hiding it in his room. So his girlfriend, one of his friends, came over one day and, I guess he was trying to, boast for his friend or make himself look big in front of his friend. And his girlfriend was telling him, hey, don't pull the gun out, put the gun down. Don't be waving it about like that. He was like, it's not, ammunition, anything like that. So, I'm just having fun, just showing my friend that, this is what we got. And then the handgun or the assault rifle went off. Shot the girl in her eye, went through the back of her head. She ended up dead. Y'all can research this story. So, us as parents, got to make sure that we keeping this stuff away from our children. Now, I'm going to go to the New York Times, where I'm going to, read this, and it's probably going to be, repeated again. But a gunman opened fire at Oxford High School in Michigan on Tuesday afternoon, shooting 11 people. 4 students were killed, and several others were left critically and seriously injured. A 15-year-old male student was later arrested in connection with the shooting and was being held at a juvenile jail, the authorities said. The deadly gunfire in Oxford and Oakland County, about 30 miles north of Detroit, added to the growing list of shootings on school grounds in the United States this year, after a lull during the coronavirus pandemic when many schools held classes remotely. Now, I also have to say that, coronavirus benefited us in a bad way, but it also benefited a lot of us in a good way. Due to coronavirus, there was a stark decrease in crime because, everybody was everybody was locked down. So it wasn't a lot of people, getting messed with. It wasn't a lot of people, getting stolen anything from, mandated lockdowns, made sure that we stayed in the home. So even schools and stuff like that, you didn't have to deal with too much bullying to provoke kids to want to, grab a handgun and go and shoot up stuff. And then it's soon as we got took off a lockdown, boom, here come all the mess. Here come all of the mess. Now let me continue reading. The shooting was the deadliest this year, according to Education Week, which tracks such shootings and report that there have been 28 so far in 2021. Many details include the names of the suspects and a motive remain unclear. So I'm going to go on a hunch, and I'm going to just say that the motive behind this was bullying. But at the same time, why do these young kids feel like they have to pull a gun to handle such situations? Like when I was a child, fisticuffs. We get into it, bust each other down, pat, pat, done. Ain't no guns involved like that. It wasn't until I turned maybe about 17 where I started to notice, in my neighborhood and the people around me, and even myself, guns were being pulled, guns were being shot, guns were being carried by people that was around my age. But in today's time, man, it's sickening. It's sickening. I just read a story about a child in Columbus. Situation happened around about August, where these group of teenagers pulled up to a gas station. Y'all can go research this as well. Group of teenagers pulled up to a gas station. One teenager hops out mad at the other teenager. They get into a scuffle, get into a fight. Kids 16 and 14 years old now. They get into a scuffle, get into a fight. The 16-year-old pulls out the gun on the 14-year-old, shoots the 14-year-old in the leg. The other friends that were in the car rushed out of the car to see what was going on, picked up the 14-year-old, put him in the car. About a block or two down, drops the 14-year-old off and keeps riding like nothing happened. Come to find out, these teenagers were involved in a string of car thefts throughout the city of Columbus, Georgia. Look, we have to be way more vigilant on these kids these days.